Here in this video, we're looking at the change in position. So this is the second video from section 2, which is lines in a plane, and particularly under the real number module. So if we want to discuss the change in position, let's go ahead and actually take a look at a problem. So I have an example in here that says that we are looking for the change in position. So I'm going to write change as this little triangle. That's our symbol in math for change. So we're looking to find the change in position. Think about if you were a person and you were moving from one place to another, how would your position change? The example here that I have is from some point x1, which will be 5 on the real number line, and another point x2, which will be 8 on the real number line. So if we draw a real number line out, here's 5, which is x1, and then here's 8, which is x2, and we want to know if we're moving from x1 to x2, what's the change in our position. So if we're going from here to here, we want the change. Now we're moving to the right, so our change should be positive. So we take x2 minus x1, which is 8 minus 5, and that gives us a change in position of 3 units. One thing that's really important to note here, you might be looking at this and thinking, man, this is really basic. How come this isn't a calculus course? But the point is that we're talking about subtraction between two numbers, and that subtraction determining distance. And that's so important when you start looking at the definition for a derivative, per se. So we really want to make sure that we have these fundamentals down. And if anything that's going to mess you up, it'll probably be notation. So let's say we wanted to go the other way. So we wanted the change in position again, but this time we wanted it from x2 to x1. Okay, well, if that's the case, then we take where we want to end up minus where we started. And so that'll give us 5 minus 8, which is negative 3. So if you look again at our real number line, here's x1, which is 5, and then here's x2, which is 8. And we're moving from x2 to x1. Okay, so we're going to go left this time. And that's why we have a value of negative 3.